The Trojan War is one of the most famous and influential events in Greek mythology, filled with themes of love, betrayal, divine intervention, and human ambition. The story of the war, which lasted 10 years, involves some of mythology's most iconic heroes and gods, culminating in the destruction of the city of Troy. This epic conflict is primarily recounted in Homer's Iliad, although many other sources expand upon its events. The seeds of the Trojan War were sown during the wedding of Peleus and Thetis, Achilles' parents, when the goddess of discord, Eris, was not invited. Enraged, Eris threw a golden apple among the gods, inscribed with the words, "To the fairest." This sparked a quarrel between Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, each believing the apple belonged to her. To settle the dispute, the gods appointed Paris, a prince of Troy, to judge who was the fairest. The three goddesses each offered him gifts. Hera promised him power and wealth. Athena offered wisdom and victory in battle. Aphrodite promised him the love of the most beautiful woman on earth, Helen of Sparta. Paris chose Aphrodite's offer, and with the goddess's help, he abducted Helen, wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. This act of betrayal enraged the Greeks and sparked the Trojan War. Determined to retrieve Helen, Menelaus and his brother Agamemnon assembled a vast Greek army and sailed to Troy. Among the warriors were many of the greatest heroes of Greek mythology, including Achilles, the greatest of the Greek warriors, invulnerable except for his heel; Odysseus, known for his cunning and strategic mind; Ajax, a mighty warrior renowned for his strength; Diomedes, a fearless fighter blessed with favor from Athena. The gods also took sides in the conflict. Hera, Athena, and Poseidon supported the Greeks, while Aphrodite, Apollo, and Ares favored the Trojans. The Trojan War was not only a military conflict, but a stage where fate and divine will played significant roles. Many key events during the war demonstrate the complexity of heroism and the inevitability of fate. Achilles' rage plays a central role in the Iliad. After a dispute with Agamemnon, Achilles withdraws from the battle, leaving the Greeks vulnerable. His absence highlights the dependence of armies on individual heroes. When Achilles' close friend Patroclus is killed by Hector, the Trojan prince, Achilles returns to battle, filled with rage and grief. His confrontation with Hector ends with the slaying of the Trojan hero, further escalating the war. After a decade of relentless fighting, the Greeks, unable to breach Troy's walls, devised a cunning plan led by Odysseus. They built a giant wooden horse and hid Greek soldiers inside it. The rest of the Greek army pretended to retreat, leaving the horse as an offering to the gods. The Trojans, believing they had won, brought the horse inside the city as a trophy of victory. That night, the Greek soldiers emerged from the horse, opened the gates for the returning Greek army, and sacked the city of Troy, bringing the war to a catastrophic end. The fall of Troy marked the end of one era, but also sowed the seeds for new adventures and tragedies. Some of the most notable outcomes include the death of Achilles. Achilles was eventually killed by Paris, who shot him in his vulnerable heel with an arrow. Odysseus' return to Ithaca took 10 more years, during which he faced countless challenges, recounted in Homer's Odyssey. Aeneas, a Trojan prince, escaped the destruction of Troy and, according to Roman mythology, founded the city of Rome, linking the legacy of Troy with the rise of the Roman Empire. The Trojan War remains one of the most influential stories in Western literature, symbolizing the conflict between love and duty, personal pride, and communal responsibility. It also explores the consequences of divine intervention, where gods manipulate human lives to serve their own ends. The tale of Troy's fall teaches that heroism comes at a cost, and even the greatest warriors are not immune to tragedy. The Trojan War is a timeless reminder that human ambition, Pride and desire can both inspire greatness and bring about destruction.